This is free running, and it's what I like to do more than anything else. Just like the name implies, you really feel free when you're doing it, and you're in these different environments, and you're really just interacting with the environment in a totally different way that normal people really can't comprehend. And it feels amazing, I'm not gonna lie. And then we go to these special places to train indoors, and we just train our skills until we've mastered them in a relatively safe environment, and we can take them back outside. And that's essentially what free running is. And you could put parkour in that category as well. It's a little bit different, but yeah, I do parkour as well. It's a lot of fun. So I'm showing you guys some clips here so you can get an idea in case you're just primarily a rock climber, indoor or outdoor rock climber. Another aspect I really like about free running is that when you travel and you go to these different places and you go on these adventures to these exceptional places, you also can enjoy it more if you can do exceptional things in those exceptional places. And it's just fun when you go around the world and you see people's reactions and stuff like that, and you conquer new environments in that way. I've realized though that parkour and free running is not the only way that I can do that, but also rock climbing and the skills that come with rock climbing as well. And so I want to challenge myself in rock climbing today and see how I do.
Go back.
So I hope this intro might have inspired some rock climbers to try parkour and free running. And now, here's me trying indoor rock climbing.
Got a special treat for y'all today. Actually, I'm not doing any of this because I'm by myself. Bouldering.
So that was V2. Came up over the top there. I want to try this cheeky little V3. Let's see what else we can find. This yellow V3 Plus looks doable. It's all on this side and over. Let's see. Okay, so I'm looking for ones that cater to my strength. This one was so easy, mainly because of my height. But yeah, let's see if we can find a V4 that's doable. So a lot of them are marked and a lot of them are on this circuit grading system. So I want to look for a a blue or a V4 somewhere. All right, so I guess this would be a V3, V4. No, was it V4, V5? I think it was V4, V5. So right hand there. Let's see. Left hand, what? I guess left hand there too. Oh no. All right. Boom, boom. I don't know. But anyways, I guess this is the start of the route. You get some down there, here. And it goes up and over. It doesn't look too hard, but we'll see. Sorry about that. So you guys couldn't see it, but right over the top was a great blue handhold. Wasn't even needed, but as you can see, supposedly B4, B5. But I guess my height is like kind of cheating for some of these, but yeah. Okay, let's see if we can find another hard one. But not too hard, because I want to look good. No, I'm just kidding. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. I haven't rock climbed in over a year. Probably been 2 or 3 years, actually. My waiver was nullified. That means it's been over a year at least, so. I found a cool V2, V3. That crux was very hard. Alright, the underhanded one was really cool, the underhang. Plenty of purples to help us. Purple. Purple, purple. There was nothing over the top though. when you run out of routes, it's okay to make your own, especially with the, you know, the parts like this going up the sides. Those are open for anything. You can make your own routes out of them as well, where they are the main focus, and then everything else around it can help you. And then you try to top it. I want to get that pink one. That's super hard because the yellows are V4, I believe. So basically using the yellows with some complements on here and a little bit of the V1 there. Yeah. And then we're going for that pink handhold, and from there, I don't want to get the other pink. Hopefully we can reach around the tip. Okay, I just managed to top this. It was very satisfying. I was telling you guys how satisfying it is, and I realized I didn't film any of it. So I'm gonna go for it again, happily, because this was a super sick route. So I'd love to do it again. I don't know why I wasn't filming. I got plenty of memories, so anyways, let's try again. Alright, that topping was super ugly. I think the other one was way better. I'm gonna go one more time because it was super fun. I like this route that I created. It's the most satisfying one so far, so I suggest you guys do the same if you run out of routes that are in your league. The pump is real. It feels like my forearms are gonna blow up, y'all. Oh. Forearm pump is so crazy. I'm not sure if I can get that again, to be honest. When I get to the pink one, my forearms are so pumped. Let me change up some of the holds and see if I can get it one more time. That was the worst one yet, but I'm satisfied. It was fun. Let's look for some challenges now. Look at that, real rock climber. You're asking why? Because I got a little sweat more? Think I'm a real rock climber now? No. No, that's not why. I've ripped my hand. Real indoor rock climber. Big shout out to Vertical Hold Rock Climbing Gym for having me. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, if you guys are in San Diego, check these guys out. So I believe we used to have another name, and there's one in San Marcos, there's one in Old Town San Diego, and there's one in, well, here at Poway, where I am right now today. So yeah, my favorite out of those three, I would have to say Old Town, because of the layout in the boulder room, it's like you have to go through a little tunnel. I have really fond memories of going there like 5 or 6 years ago with my buddy. No, was that longer? Maybe 7 years ago. We got a 6-month pass and we went there for 6 months. And I got consistently up to about V3, V4. I don't think I ever did a V5, but I hit a V4 plus at one point. But now I'm just weak. My fingers are weak, but I had a lot of fun. And I kind of wish they had more routes. It seems to me like this is a nice rainy day. Like, you only have so many options. So you would go rock climbing, but then there's the trampoline park across the street. They're totally crowded, you know? So I think they cater to their audience more. I only saw 2 other people in there besides me the whole time. So most of the routes seem to be very difficult over V5. And I'm thinking they're catering to the people who go there more, which in fact is not beginners, it's advanced people. And yeah, I wasn't really happy with the selection, but they did say they're in between changing and stuff like that, so yeah. Old Town is a lot more popular. There was always a ton of people there, but it was never too crowded. San Marcos is a little bit more like Poway. It's laid back, but it has separate rooms and stuff, and I think a lot more routes. So I'd say those two are a little bit better than this one, but if you're in Poway and it's like you want to go rock climb, come here. It's a great place. And in the past, there's been so many good routes. I wish there was more around the V3, V4, V5 area, because I feel like that's where most people get stuck and quit rock climbing. Very few push past that point. But you know, if there was more routes and stuff to facilitate growth in that specific area, well then I feel like there'd be a lot more rock climbers and the gym would be open. Also, it was like $32 for a day guest pass. Woo! Given I rented the shoes, okay, but still, $32, you're gonna break my bank. You're gonna break my bank. Oh, my bank. Oh, it's connected to my heart. Oh, my heart. I'm getting a heart attack. Okay. I had a bank attack, bank wallet heart attack right there. So, Get Air Trampoline Park. It's obviously not the best. It's like $23 a day. No, $23 an hour. My bad, an hour. So my advice is go to Tempest. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, Tempest is the best. But my advice is to get a Groupon 6-month pass. That would be my best advice. It's a lot cheaper. Try to come here once a week, twice a week, or if you can, maybe even once every other week. It'll still be worth it. And after 6 months, you will know if you want to continue rock climbing or not. You'll have a lot of fun, whether you want to continue it or not. Yeah, so rock climbing, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, but it's not gonna replace parkour in my heart right now. I did go through a rock climbing phase, mind you, and I was even doing outdoor bouldering and stuff. And you really do. It almost becomes like a spiritual experience. And the people you do it with, if you have a close bouldering friend, you really bond. You bond together. When you top a route, oh, it feels amazing. It feels so good to top a bouldering route. And yeah, it's just such a fun experience. The first time you belay, you're super scared, you know? Like look at Chris Huria, super scared. I remember my first time, I was pretty scared. And the guy who was belaying me, my partner, he's legally blind, so we've had some great experiences. In fact, one time he went to the very top of a bouldering route, and it was a high one in Old Town. And he got to the top and just maxed out. His arms were pumped. He was done. He fell all the way down, and like my heart stopped. That's not, if my heart stopped, think about what he felt. But I was kind of scared, and he was scared that he would brace before hitting the ground. But he just waited to hit the ground and then kind of like he did it. He landed pretty good, and it was a high drop. It was over 10 feet, so. But we just have so many good memories, and if you guys want to create good memories and have fun, get stronger, and you want to have like a death grip in your fingers, you gotta crimp. Like when you crimp, it's just this part of your finger, this little part of your finger right here, and then you put your thumb over it, and eventually you get like this death grip, and then you can go and turtle bite your friends. It's called turtle bite, where you go and you put it on their skin right there, and you go, ah! Yeah. So anyways, rock climbing. How does parkour transfer over into rock climbing? Well, there you have it. I went up to V3, V4. And the grading, I don't like that new grading system at all. At all. I want to know, am I doing a V3 or am I doing a V4? I don't want to sit in limbo. I don't want that. And there were some V4s that were so impossible. And what I realized here, this is the last thing I'll say. There's V4s that are all revolving around a different kind of grip. Some are crimpy, some are just normal, other ones are like the rounded hold, and other ones are just the completely flat surface where you have to have all your body weight over here in order to hold it. You know, if you're in the middle, you slip off immediately. So you have to, all of them revolve around a different kind of grip strength, and all of them revolve around different centers of gravity. And it's like, man, how can all of those be V4? You know, so it's similar to parkour skill. Some people are good at dive rolls. Some people are good at kongs. Some people are good at whatever. So there is a subjective aspect to rock climbing, okay? So if you go in there, there may be a V4 that fits your current strengths, and there may be a V4 that you're not gonna be able to do, you know? Like go back to the look for a V2 that has rounded holds. Look for a V3 that has rounded holds. So be mindful of that. Don't think, oh, I stink because I did one V4 and all the other ones are like, they feel like V10 to me, you know? No, it's not how it is. It really is subjective, and you need to learn your strengths. In parkour, it's the same in parkour, but you're not so mindful of it. You just go in there and the goal is to move. And if you find dive rolling in between movements good for you, you do it and everyone applauds you. But you're not thinking about the fact that you're not thinking about the fact that you're not doing an inward dive roll, right? Or a 360 dive roll necessarily, or some other weird transition. You're just like happy that you did the dive roll, and everything else, it's invisible. But here there's routes where you see it and you're like, oh, I'm a V4 climber. Well, you're a V4 climber when it comes to like the rounded handholds, right? But when you try a crimp, you're falling off immediately because you haven't trained that specific skill, okay? I just wanted to let you guys know that so you don't feel bad. Just have fun, be creative. You don't have to follow the routes. My friend who I said was legally blind, when it started getting hard for him to see and stuff, he would just go wherever. He would feel for it. And when he topped it, he felt amazing, okay? So it is what it is, guys. Enjoy rock climbing for what it is and have fun.